slightly further to the east this time around. The starting point of the flight path is pretty similar, all things considered. But the end point is about 4 kilometers to the east of where it was in the previous matchup. But this does, of course, mean we're within range of the Pachinki hot drop. A potential other hot drop as well. Well done, T5, for getting a 3rd chicken dinner together. Well done, gang. PUBG, please add an option to turn those messages off. That would be great, thank you. Boxed and Extraordinaire dropping pretty close together. Charm Farmer's playing it extremely safe, going all the way up as far as Stalber, Red Sea. I think they won their hot drop convincingly enough. In fact, you know what? No, they didn't. I mean, maybe they did. Maybe they did win the hot drop convincingly enough that the other team just gave up, stopped playing. That's why we've got 15. It was the team that hot dropped against them in the previous game that has backed out and is no longer playing. This zone a little bit less further north. Less far north, I suppose, is how English would work if we were doing that properly than the previous game. Bit of an OCE brawl for Rozhok. And a brawl for Poch, as there so often is. Indeed. There's a little bit of armor and a barrel. That's my reminder to run the ads. Thank you. Setting that 15-minute timer. Good job, me. Well done. So hopefully, there will be no pre-rolls. Cyboss with the S12K. Gets the first, gets the second. Just swings by on 0 hit points. Another S12K. I mean, I don't know if the 4X is really necessary. You could... Ah! Oh my god, no. You did not just... Okay. Alright. Thanks for playing, Titan Foxy. You, provided some entertainment. You can now go and enjoy what remains of your Sunday. Not you, TinDD. You have to stay. Honorable that 2 of your teammates will sit around and watch as he pulled off this incredible 1 versus 4. Shocks the nation. They're a little confused as to which building he's in. Well, that could have been a freebie. Wasn't quite. Kitty. With the exchange. What's the play? No gas cans here to be found. No Molotovs, no frags. Quick peek, that's a nice quick peek around for the first, but the PP Bison is enough to finish the job. Now, elsewhere, Rozhok. Grove has already been removed. This one is on the push. Tragics still down on the low ground. Traps up above. He knows there's a player below. He can hear him. Anubis just wanders out into the open right in front of Axel. That's not legal. You can't do that. I've got the revive onto Baba Yaga though, but it's still down to a 3 versus 3. Tragics. 6x attempts at the spray with the ace. Let's get some damage in. We are fully in final game territory. That is a much better spray. Love that from Tragics. God dang. Have the knowledge of where that revive is coming through. Grabs up on the rooftop is a problem. He can wrap around the side. Apsy. Oh, Baba Yaga through the smoke. And God of One-Man Squad? Hello? How... Oh, they're exposed on that side of the smoke. Ah, pain. Third party shots coming in. Rabs. Takes down Juice. Final 1v2 to try and win the engagement. Oh, Baba Yaga. He just knows. He just knows. Legionnaires, actually. didn't give up a flush. They can get all 4 members back up and actually continue playing the game. Pretty impressive. Is there an outside chance that Legionnaires make a push? I'm going to say not really. Yeah, probably not. Cool. Well, last game we had 12 teams alive by the time Phase 2 pops. This time we have 13 teams 6 minutes in. So we need 1 more to die off. It's like this isn't going to be the one unless... well, maybe. Maybe it will be. This is the one thing that, again, like, the more that you see emergency pickups used, teams are generally will time it so that by the time they're hopping out, Phase 2 is popping, so they have an idea of where they want to be going, but that doesn't seem to be the case in these lobbies. They're just using it willy-nilly. Seacat Gaming have just pushed in, and Legionnaires no longer get to play the game as a 4-man. They have been dogged down. Understandable, they're not going to stick around to watch the rest of the squad play. As soon as you get flushed, it's like, alright, nighty-night, boys. Good luck. Give the boys a kiss goodnight and head off to bed. Got work in the morning. Well done, Dewind and Orms Sema for winning a chicken dinner together. PUBG, please let us turn those messages off. That'd be great if you could allow us to do that. Anubis doesn't even wait to get flushed before he dips out. Juice might follow behind pretty quickly, I'm not gonna lie. Good angle through for Baba Yags. This is a revivable spot, so maybe you will. Hear those steps. How did we get here? Excuse me? Game over for the Legionnaires. Nice try, fellas. They won the hot drop. That's something. Is this a 1-man? Yeah. I guess we just didn't even see in the kill feed what happened to the rest of Fragile. But there we are. There it is then. 12 teams left alive. We're 8 minutes into the game. Game 6 scrims vibes. But what's important is that these fellas are still alive. That is a hefty backpack, isn't it? God damn. And that is the cutoff point. Who, you ask, is the closest team to the cutoff point? Well, that would be the team that is the closest to the team that is the cutoff point. That would be Red Sea Esport, Malaysia. If there were to be a fight between the two, Red Sea better hope they win it. That's their only chance of making PGS 2. An almost sensible game out of Extraordinaire by comparison to some of what we've seen so far by the other squads. Whatever. I guess I don't know how this tournament works. So, the top 3 from each group go through, right? Oh, wait, what? So the top 3 from each group here goes through. That's 12. And then they're invited to... Oh, interesting. Maybe I'll try and figure it out at some point. Meanwhile, we'll watch CCAT Gaming get chased down. Ah, that's right. Arcade Predator, Gas Cans, One Call, and Panic. Those are the invited teams. Got it. Understandable. Sadgul with the shotgun ends the game for CCAT Gaming. Thanks for playing. nice little moat flex too. Had to get it in. So, okay, I had the format right. I just had the wrong teams. Fair enough. Regardless, what matters is top 3 here. And unfortunately for Charm Farmers, the zone has gone about as far away from them as it could possibly have done. They're moving towards the much more congested side of it. And one of those that are in the way is, of course, Extraordinaire. Hiring pack get deleted. Long-range shots from Jeff into the back of Joff and the crew, but nothing too threatening, it seems. A very disconnected convoy for the Jack Boys through the middle of everything. Just about missing out on the rotation of Boxed, going their separate ways. Boot's open. Didn't know it could do that. And of course, because we can't just have a couple of teams sending it. It's a solo, making the same sort of move. Rosok has been the death of a lot of people, and Ikigai may be the next. Morning Coffee are making the push. Ikigai could really do with not dying here, though. There's still someone in with a chance, but losing out like that. Peony Dotsy down. Maknu couldn't prevent it. The Molotov flushed him out too quickly. And it's another one that the Charm Farmers will be relatively happy to see dropping out early on in the game. Really, it's good to see anyone dropping out early in the game, as long as it's not to one of the teams that's directly in competition for the top 3 spots. Makno is prepared for a close-range brawl as well. Uh-oh. That's not good news for the Charm Farmers, though. So just continually shifting as far away from them as possible. The Red Sea find themselves entirely uncontested. We're at the southern western side. A whole lot of like 1v1s in these team fights, isn't there? And what is this now? A reason this is happening? All very disconnected. Maknu, this is where the DBS comes into play. So probably switch to it would be my advice. Actually, they're not quite pushing directly just yet. The one-man squad has just found himself somewhat sandwiched in between multiple different teams. Oh dear. Crazy 9 getting bombarded as they pull up maybe just a little bit too close to the back line of where Jack Boys were. To get another drop across the road on towards Onitsuka. We are finally committing to this push. Rai almost watching the cross. Almost helps. Not quite. he has backed away. To find a way to put this DBS to use. Difficult when they're up on the roof in front. He could go upstairs. He could even the score on the verticality front somewhat. But now they know he has it, so they're not going to be crazy on the idea of pushing in towards this. So it looks like Ikigai's chances of making it to PGS APAC qualifiers, or even the grand finals of this, certainly numbered. Farmers, the widest wrap so far has worked out. They've got some barns for free, and they'll happily take them. Ego is not going to get a chance to complete that heal before the push comes through. And using the smokes to dodge in and out. Moving his way around. Should get the drop on Onixuka. Quick repeat, but he's only got 4 bullets in the chamber and he can't prevent it. Popcorn up over the top. Very solid performance from Boxed. Bearing in mind this is a team that I knew very little about, apart from the fact that one of them came into Darth Banana's chat yesterday and said, hey, we're going to shit on these kids. It's fair to say they did. Only one team outperformed them. It's this one right here. But that's one that you might expect to perform the best in their lobby. Of course, this fight has to continue. Legally, they committed so much to fighting in the compound that if anyone tries to leave, they just have to get into Drive-By Fest on the way out as well. It's just the APAC rules, I suppose. McNew still has the DBS though, so let's see them try and push this dip, eh? Not even going to try. Upadine will blow up his card just to be rude and ensure that McNew isn't getting out of that position. Whether or not he gets the kill doesn't matter to him. But it should matter, actually, because the Charm Farmers are still alive. They've ended up with a really solid spot for this zone. This is very likely to feed back towards the fields. While if it does go west, Red Sea are in a great spot. It's probably much more likely to end around some of the area that is controlled by the Charm Farmers. Vortex, who gave up on their third party earlier on, have just full sent it, found head on point. Let's see what he could really do with picking up a kill or two here. Plank is just going to have to turn his attention back pretty quickly, and they pulled up directly in front. They've got 3 grenades, but no chance to throw any of them. Plank is on the move. He just has to dip on out. Super Dean, he will get the drop. Looks as though, for now, morning coffee will be brought to a halt, to a standstill. And there it is, the zone has shifted towards the Potch Fields, so the Charm Farmers, who are currently 8 points ahead of Red Sea, they've got 2 kills on the board, so 6 points ahead. That's the difference between qualifying for the next phase for Red Sea or the Charm Farmers. Or let's not entirely rule out Tenax. 9 points behind the Charm Farmers as it currently stands, but they've also got 3 kills on the board, so it's also 6 points for them behind the Charm Farmers right now. They have the very difficult task of killing off Extraordinaire to keep their hopes and dreams of making it further alive, and there does not seem that there will be any third partying to help them out this time around, so it's just a straight brawl between themselves and the team that has ransacked the lobby. Tough ask. Definitely a tough ask. Not sure why. Okay, that would be why. And he just punched out his teammate. You can put him in the car because we're playing live servers. Not there, though. Oh, dear. Oh, well, that's a little unfortunate, isn't it? Can't take him out of the car now, can you? Whoops. Now, there wasn't... At least they can get that kill point. Now, there was a tweet about this from Pixelic. You may have noticed that he was standing right next to the back seat when he pressed the button to put him in the car, and it put him in the driver's seat. Not ideal. 10X are winning the fight pretty effectively against Extraordinaire. He spotted out Xiao Def, but even with the 2X, the P90 is disgusting and cringe and broken as the gun is. He does still get sat down, but 4v1 is too much for even Xiao Def to handle. 10X with 6. Again, they started the game 9 points behind the Charm Farmers. It is now a mere 3. This could come down to the very final stages of this game. Kicks was cleaned up. Won't be a point gained by the Jack Boys. But 10X, hearing these shots, knowing that there's a team making a move in this direction. Oh, Yarabarbadingy, the timing here could be awful. It is. Couldn't get to the tree cover in time. Engdin as well around the side. Plus the third party shots from across the zone. No, 10X. Yeah, it was looking so good, but just the timing of the maneuver slightly off. They wanted to try and hold out the Jack Boys, but it's a move that has backfired heavily. Direct competition is getting the better, it seems, of PUBG and friends. Aoki has been traded out, though. And actually, Mr. Flank is here by himself. The rest of the squad is still dealing with Cobra. And Botch by itself. So actually, Red Sea, I'm probably going to die here. It's huge. And actually, Husey steals away a point as well, so the goalposts have shifted. Maybe a good nade, though. Not quite. Jeff accidentally nades his teammate. Rough. But I think, looking at this zone, I think as valiant an effort as it is for either of the teams, like Red Sea, who've just fallen short of making the top 3, and maybe 10X, who are looking like it's going that way, it might not matter anyway, because the Charm Farmers are on track to get 10 free placement points from this one. Very little pressure on them whatsoever in this zone. The wide wrap all the way around from Stalbert. Given the teams that remain left in the zone. Jack Boys potentially could try and make a push. It would have to be clean from here on out, which it's not looking like it will be. Next in the background, putting in some shots, and no, the Jack Boys will go down. PUBG and friends are not in a position where they can make a push for the top 3, so it's between 10X and the Charm Farmers, and you have to say, all signs are pointing to the Lucky Boys in green. That Guru is even able to just play this roof. Not a care in the world. Kenny J, hello? Oh no, they're all dying to the zone. Cybos. Okay. Right. Let's take stock of the situation. They have even placement points, so that doesn't matter right now. 10X started this game 11 points behind the Charm Farmers. They've got 8 kills. Charm Farmers have 2. So that gap is closed to 5 points. So if 10X kill 3 Charm Farmers and win the game, if one dies to the zone, they win on the tiebreaker. Because currently they're tied on placement points. Custom math. So basically 10x, if 10x wins the game right now, they have to also get kills. If Charm Farmers were to just nade themselves, they would win. They would go through. They would qualify. Currently have 8 points from this game. And X currently have 14. If they win, they'd get another 4. That would put them to 18. It's not enough to close the gap. They'd still be 1 point behind. So 10x have to win. And they have to get kills as well. And it looks like they're going to try and isolate Invis. Go for the 2v1. Shoe Horse, make sure you get out on the correct side. It didn't work. Invis. Invis. Can he be the hero? Not quite. Shoe Horse will flush him out. The rebreach is coming through. He doesn't have time. He doesn't have any time at all. He can't run away. He can't get inside. There's no way to vault in. Blue Zone is pushing in as well. If they get this flush onto Jeff, which they did, don't know whether it becomes possible. Guru, where are you going, dude? Hello? Wait a minute. Hold on. You can't be getting away with that. Shoe Horse. 4 a.m. gameplay to take them through. Charm Farmers had a 4v2 to try and hold it down. I'm down to a 2 versus 1. Maka forced to employ some smokes to make the cross safely. He's got a gap. Oh my god, Shoe Horse. It's 1v1. He's got 20 bullets with the P90. That's enough. Surely. There's nothing left to heal with. There's no way, Shoe Horse. Predicting. He's guessing. Those frags. Bury's already given up. He's gone. Shoe Horse versus Husey. 1v1. This is the rattiest spot. Through the bushes. Be the last place that Shoe Horse would expect. He's thinking the rocks. He's thinking trees. He's thinking any sort of hard cover. Especially the one with a vehicle next to it. He's not expecting, but he spotted him. He spotted him through. No! Shoe Horse! He ran out of bullets! He's got no helmet. 1 bullet either way could win this game for either of these players. There's a scar inside. He can't switch. Maka's just playing for the info, but he gives away the kill. He's got grenades, though. This could be huge. This could be game over. There's a level 1 helmet right there. He's not bothered to pick it up. There's an M4. Okay. 30 bullets. No attachments to grab from the P90 to move it across. This is so intense. Neither of them have a helmet. They're both within 1-shot range to a headshot. Husey could heal back up to full HP, though, if this extends, and that gives him the advantage. Shoe Horse is burning his way past. He has no idea, though. He doesn't know. He can't see him. He has to know. He might have heard some sort of audio. Okay, the position is known on both sides. Husey is out of 1-shot headshot range to the M4, and he has a helmet anyway. The UI is just trolling. So does Shoe Horse, though. Running out of bullets. They're both wiggling their way across to whatever semblance of cover remains in the zone. Oh, he doesn't spot it out in time. The 1 pixel of movement behind the tree. Valiant effort to try to drag 10x kicking and screaming into the SEA finals. But Husey, who else but Husey, My goodness me. What a way to close it out. A battle between two OCE teams to see who's going to make it through. It needed to be magical from Tenax. It so nearly was. If Shoehorse had like 15 more bullets in the P90, he maybe could have killed off Husey earlier on. But he just could not get it done. And Husey clutching up in the 1v1. Intense. Insane. Wild. Crazy ending. What has been a very interesting, maybe impressive at times. But honestly, the way that ended, goddamn, man, that was